them up. Let me get ready. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube platform. Shout out to everybody on the TikTok platform. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. So today, oh yeah, guess what? If y'all stick around too, if y'all stick around for the lecture, I'm gonna be giving out my famous Astral Travel Dream Tea right here. Astral Travel Dream Tea. When you buy it, you get both of these. You feel me? And so today, I'm gonna be giving this out to somebody in the chat and somebody in the comments. Now, the people that I'm giving this away to, we're gonna talk to about that when we get there. I'm gonna do like a random for everybody on YouTube. We doing a free giveaway today. Astral Travel Dream Tea. Astral Travel Dream Tea. This gonna help you heal and get to a lot of that energy naturally. You feel what I'm saying? So, YouTube. So, the quantum body. The name of this. Alchemize the memories of death. How I alchemize the memories of death. So, guys, 4 years ago, I literally died. How did this happen, right? How did this happen 4 years ago? Well, I was in the streets in that time. I was, messing around with different type of substances and things like that. And so, my protection, my protection was out here, my protection was kind of weak because I was weak. You know what I'm saying? You are only as strong as your heart and the love that you have for yourself. The more love, the most powerful spiritual protection, right? The most powerful spiritual weapons and spiritual protection is self-love, right? Self-love, that's number one. And prayer. I know that sounds religious, but and prayer. And prayer, right? So the less you love yourself, right? The less amount that you love yourself, the less your protection is. So the more other people's negative energies, other people's goal can hit you. You feel what I'm saying? So the more you love yourself, the stronger you are, the stronger your aura is, just because that's law. That's law. It could be no other way. All right, with that being said, this was back then when I really didn't love myself that much. You feel me? And so, long story short, because I don't have that much time, I was in the car with these two guys, and I was in the front. One was like a white guy, one was like a black guy. The black guy was in the back. I feel like he got, I feel like he was possessed by his own shadow or whatnot. Anyways, long story short, I didn't even get a chance to do the substance. I didn't even get a chance to do the substance. It was still sitting on my lap. I was about to do it. I was trying to crush it or whatever like that. I was trying to do the stuff. And, next thing you know, I'm in a whole nother dimension, right? I'm in a whole nother reality. Now, what happened? What happened while I was gone is really what this is about, right? Now, I had two near death experiences. One was an overdose. And I had overdosed on substances, right? I had a crazy experience then. And when I came back, I was able to see spirits. I was able to talk to spirits. I was able to see energy. I was able to see, feel, hear. Like my system became online. All right, so now the second time was not an overdose. I never got a chance to do the substances. This second time was literally... Dude got mad because we had came up on his money. So I had the money that we came up on the move. We split the money in half from the move. He spent his money on whatever he spent his money on. So then he wanted to try to get me for my money because, he felt like he was that type of nigga. You call him snake nigga. He was a snake nigga. So it really didn't matter if we had the same amount of money. And his whole idea was to try to take my money. Right, regardless if he got a fair share of the money and didn't do the fair share of whatever we was into anyway. I bet. So with this on his mind, I'm already a little intuitive, so I take the money, I stash the money, right? Only thing I had out, because I felt something was not right. I felt somebody, the energy was not right. I felt that either I was about to die, I felt the energy, or something was not right. So when it happened, I did not do the drugs the second time. So once I woke up in the ER, I woke up in the ER. No, hold up, bro. Let me work, bro. Let me do what I gotta do. Let me do what I gotta do. So this is what I was telling y'all about. It's somebody else over here, okay? So just watch me. Watch how I move, right? I'm not gonna be calling nobody no name, because I remember when I was like that. I remember when I was out here I wasn't in the right mind. You feel me? So I could dig it. I ain't mad or nothing. So if y'all hear me say stuff a little bit, it's because he walking up too close or he doing a little bit too much. But we cool. We cool. So what happened though, y'all, right? What happened was right after that, I black out. I end up I'm in a whole nother dimension. Now listen, y'all, I done told this story 1,000 times, right? On my other YouTube channel, a little bit on my YouTube channel I got now, but on my other YouTube channels. You feel what I'm saying? I had 3 YouTube channels all together. The one I got now that's almost at 1,000 subscribers. Thank God to all y'all help. Thank God to @Q Reeves experience, because he showed love. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother from another mother, like real live. And so before that YouTube channel, I had another YouTube channel. Long story short, I lost it. It got deleted, whatever. Anyways, I got all them videos and I post them some, and I'm already telling the story of what happened when I died, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all, I've been teaching time travel, actually time traveling and quantum leaping. I've been teaching this science for like 4 years now, literally. And so before now, you know, Styx Rivers, she told me about, well, I was watching one of her lives. I just kind of breezed through on accident. I think I was trying to do something else, but I ended up clicking that. And then when I came on, she was saying something about this show called OA. Now, I never seen the show OA. I didn't even know what the show OA was until 2 days ago, right? I never knew what this show was. Now, that is no coincidence that this show is a reflection of exactly what happened in the second near-death experience. Both of them. So I've been telling y'all, if you watch my YouTube channel, go back to my old videos. I've been telling y'all I died and came back to life. This ain't the same body that I had when this is a new me. That's what I'm telling you. My consciousness, and everybody kept saying that I was crazy. Everybody was like, you crazy. That don't make sense. How your consciousness end up in this body? I was like, listen, either I'm just ethereal and eternal and can't die, because every time I've tried to like die, I couldn't. I just always wake up and end up on a new timeline. Now, that show is total confirmation for me, because it just, the synchronicities in that joint was literally a reflection of what I went through in my experience. So once I get to the other dimension, y'all, the second time, you know, it was looking like this. I swear to God, it was looking just like this world right here, but I knew something was different. What happened was the body, I seen the light, just like they said on the damn show. Listen, I seen the light. I jumped into the light. And so I woke up in a body, which is this body. I woke up in the ER. Right now, here's how I knew I changed timelines. Because I just knew intuitively. I wasn't that self-aware and I wasn't that conscious. That's cool. I just knew intuitively that thank you for the follows, by the way, over here on TikTok. I just knew intuitively that something wasn't right and that I was somewhere else in a new world. Now, I promise you, no lie, there's no way that show was not out 4 years ago. And if you go through my videos, you'll see everything I'm saying right here, right? And so I got guided to tell you guys today about the quantum body and what really happens after death from somebody who actually been through it, right? So once I landed into the other body, which is this body, but not really this body, because I got a new body yesterday. See, that's what I'm telling y'all. Like, when you really start becoming, like, interconnected to the system of life that we got right here, when you really start tapping into it, you start becoming more multidimensional. The more multidimensional you become and think, the more multidimensional you are. right? And you be. So, you know, the other day, I'm going to tell you this quick story and we're going to get back to that. The other day, I was in the store grocery shopping. So, I get to the counter. My cash app is the same as, you know, my girl cash app, right? And so, what happens is, I'm like, oh, hold up, y'all. My bad. What the freak? So I'm like, yeah, my cash app is the same as her cash app. So next thing you know, the lights blinked in the freaking grocery store. The lights blinked in the grocery store. The freaking girl was like, right at that moment, she was like, this thing don't slide. You know how you put the groceries on the belt and the belt's supposed to slide it down? She was like, this thing don't slide. This thing don't slide. I had put the groceries in the back because I thought it slid. So when the lights blinked twice and then that happened, she was like, hold up. Everybody was looking around and then she pressed it. She was like, oh, this is the first time I seen this thing work ever. She said, it's only working because you here. She said, it's only working because you here. So I'm like, oh shit, the universe done. I'm in one of them moments again where I don't know what you call it, right? So I'm like, okay, so I look at my phone. I'm like, my cash app changed. Like the whole setup just fucking changed. And so I'm like, hold on, I got a new cash app. They updated. So what happened, y'all? There are signs and synchronicities and things to know when you jump the timeline. One of the most vital signs that you're gonna see is you're gonna have to update your cell phone. You're gonna have to update your systems. You even gonna have to update your body. You're gonna have to adjust to this new timelines. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I got a haircut. Why? Because on this fucking timeline, that's the choice I made. And on that last timeline, I didn't make that choice. And so listen, we compared our cash apps together. We was like, everybody, because we were standing in line. There was 4 of us in the line. We compared our cash apps together. My cash app was the only cash app that was different. So, and I didn't upload or update my phone. I didn't press nothing. It just happened. My phone glitched and then that showed up. So why the fuck is it 4 people here? We all in the same Whole Foods store. We all in the same line. Y'all 3 cash apps look like the original old school one we just had yesterday, and my cash app looked different. I looked at my girl, she looked at me, I said, I jumped. And so we started touching each other like this. We started poking each other like, what the fuck? Like, you in a different reality, like, for real. Like, I swear to God, we pinched each other. I swear to God, we pinched each other. We was like, hold up. Yeah, we was like, listen, y'all, I swear to God. We was like, hold on. And I pinched her, and then she pinched me, and we started poking each other in the face, like, what the fuck? I know everybody in the line was like, these bitches crazy. But it wasn't about that. It was about, like, the awareness of the situation that we had. So I was like, damn, I'm in a new reality. I made it to a new earth. And she was like, well, does this mean that I'm not on that earth? I'm like, this means that we in parallel realities, and you in your own reality, I'm in my own reality, but there's no separation between our realities. And so it was crazy, y'all. That's it. That's all I'm gonna tell about that story. It's a infinite versions of oneself, and you've been merging timelines. Hell yeah, and your palms changed. I've had birds move to scar. Yeah, so everybody knows. Thank you for the follows, by the way. So everybody knows. Make sure y'all liking the screen over here. At least get us up to 1,500, y'all. And for those that just got in there, I'm doing a free giveaway of my Astral Travel Dream Tea. I'm telling you, this right here ain't no joke. This is not no joke. Everybody tell me when they drink this tea, they be like, that shit need to be in Walmart or somewhere like that, because when they drink it, you gonna lucid dream, you gonna vivid dream, you gonna heal. Most of all, you gonna heal. And I'm giving this away today. I'm doing a free giveaway today just for gratitude purposes. So if you ever bought a reading from me, if you ever donated in Cash App me or PayPal or something like that, stick around. Because I'm definitely somebody, and this is a powerful batch. I make these according to the cycles of the full moon. I had some of this the other day because I make myself personal something too. Let's just say it was no high. It's no drug that can get you that. That's all I'm just going to say. So, and if you want to order this, it's on sale right now at my website. You know, just for the next 24 hours. Just for the next 24 hours. My teas, you get both of these right here right? You get both of these right here for $17. But this ain't just anything. You can make 20 to 25 bags of teas, right? You feel what I'm saying, for $17, and you can't beat it. And they stuff. Look, they stuff. They stuff. And this everything. This is everything. You know what I'm saying? And they on sale right now. All right, now I had to put that out there, y'all. I walked past the full aisle in the store, came back to it 10 minutes later, and the aisle was empty. That's what I'm saying. So we all going through this. Okay, good. Good. We're all going through this. Great. Great. TikTok going through it. YouTube going through it. We all going through it. All right.
Everything from 3 6.
Hold on, y'all, because he out here. He going off.
Then we gonna go off and tear the club up.
You got your papers? What's that?
Huh?
What you about to do?
I'm about to roll the marijuana blunt because I
Oh.
don't get no more
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Kick Jimmy,
Keep yourself safe, man.
I'm just thankful.
Yeah, he said, I'm just thankful. All right, y'all. So what we talking about? We talking about how I died and what happened. So the quantum body. Now the thing about this quantum body is just literally like this picture back here on YouTube, but it's literally a gnat. Think of a gnat of just a sea and the ocean and the gnat, all that things of information. Now, a lot of people ask me, what do you supposed to do when you die? Now, I'm going to give you the truth of what I know to do. Right? Why? Because I experienced it my own self. This ain't no research. Yeah, I researched it, all right, on me. You feel what I'm saying? So, the old me is dead and gone. The old me is dead and gone. I'm telling you, you see this picture right here of a bunch of me's? That's how it was. Because I died twice in a matter of 30 days. And I woke each time. I chose the timeline when I won life on. But that timeline I lost. Because I died. You feel what I'm saying? I killed that body. So what do you do when you die? Right now, death is just transformation. All we're doing, we're not human being, we're human transforming, we're human alchemizing ourselves. That's just it. We're mastering the dark arts. I mean, it's no other way I can put it, right? It's no other way. So it's a science. Death is a science. Right now, what we are doing is we're going through the process of alchemization. And we are our own chemists of our own substances. And so in our own elements, in our own chemicals. And so what we are doing right now is we are researching ourselves through the form of life, relationships with people, places, and things. Okay? Yes. So we're what you call cosmic or interdimensional or freaking stellar scientists, right? Right? So now death is just a transformational process. Right? I want y'all to know this. So here what we're doing is what we're going to do, we're going to alchemize fear. We're going to alchemize the memories of fear of dying because it's nothing to be afraid of. If you didn't do what you said you was going to do upon coming here, you still going to do what you said you're going to do before leaving. And I put that on my life. Listen, I could have chose to not come back to this body. I could have chose to remember it. I was the all, right? And just went back in the source. But I also could have chose to be born again. An actual baby, to be a baby or somebody like that. But that comes with amnesia, like that comes with a lot of things. And so what happened to me was a rare occasion, okay? Now this is what God told me, right? The supernatural willpower that told me that what happened to me was a rare occasion. That's not what really happens as far as you can get the same body. A lot of times people are just jumping back into another baby body or a mama or another earth, but not in a way where they're getting what you call a so-called second chance of life. My situation happened to where it was like, okay, I got a second chance of life type of thing. Why? Why? What happened was God, the universe, my higher self, me, us, we granted ourselves grace. We granted ourselves grace. Why did we grant ourselves grace? Why did I receive grace? Because I have given so much grace to others, to myself, to my spiritual learning and my soul's process, I have done a lot. And because the level of soul and the initiation I am and I was at that time, before I even knew that I was what you call, I've already finished. Okay, I'm one of them entities, them souls, them consciousness that has already finished with Earth. I finished Earth's classes. I finished the Earth school. I finished all the lessons, like the heavy lessons that you can learn here on this planet. And I'm sure that there are infinite lessons, so there probably is more, but I'm not aligned with them shits. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not learning heavy ass lessons no more. And right now, I'm not fuck that. Because life don't have to be that heavy and it don't got to be that difficult. So I'm choosing to make better decisions so I can manifest higher timelines. You feel what I'm saying? So what happened to me was a rare occasion because I was granted grace. And that's why I was just able to jump back in another body, and I had work to do. I still had work to do. I was just able to jump back into another body, and most of my realities were similar. The thing about the realities is all the realities are kind of the same, but there's just something that's just a little bit different that changed. And that's where you get the Mandela effect from, where words were spelt like this and now words are spelt like that. That's what I'm saying, like that. So I had a little Mandela effect and everything, but when I came back, I knew, because the doctor, I was like, when I woke up and the doctor was like, didn't have nothing. The doctor was right there staring at me. It was a two women doctor and a man doctor. And they were staring at me, and I was like, like my heart and shit. And they was like, yeah, we gonna plug you up to this machine so we can monitor you and your heart. So monitor me and my heart. So I was like, what happened? I swear to God. So I was like, well, what happened? The last thing I remember is I was sitting in the car. You know what I'm saying? What happened? So I couldn't remember why I was at that hospital, right? But that was just side effect. So next thing you know, the doctor said, the man doctor, he said, well, you overdosed. And I had to give you Narcan. Now listen, y'all. He said, yeah, so it's drugs in your system. So I'm like, what? I didn't even get a chance to do it. How did I overdose, bro? When I never got the chance to do the stuff. I never got a chance to do it because bro choked me. He was sitting in the back of me, in the back seat. I was sitting in the front seat. This nigga choked me to death. Literally. So automatically I'm like, what the fuck? Everything is waking me up in my head like, I can't die. I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm thinking about it because I know I didn't do nothing. I know I didn't do no drugs. So it's no way I overdosed. But what happened was, I still made, sometimes when when you got multiple realities and it's like a multiverse, right? Some decisions, like even when you're time traveling, like sometimes when you're time traveling, if you go back in the past, and you can go back in the past, right? And here's the thing, you can go back in the past, but most decisions you made in the past, the big powerful ones that are like your powerful decisions that made huge shifts in your life, you can't erase that. When I first used astral traveling, and I astral traveled to the past to a parallel experience in a parallel timeline in real life. Because I was trying to heal myself because stuff I had done to my grandmama, right? Right before she died, I like stole a lot of stuff from her. You know, this is the truth. I'm being transparent right now. I didn't know she had brain cancer. You know, I lied to her and shit. She was trying to help me out. I'm lying out here. She's like, you want any drugs? I was like, nah. She's like, okay, I'm gonna help you out. So I was even married at this time. I was married. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna help you out. Me and my ex-wife, we really didn't handle where to stay because long story short, we was on drugs. So she was like, y'all, as long as y'all ain't doing nothing, I'll let you in. I was like, all right, she let me in the house. I played with her. I stole every goddamn thing. I stole the car. I just did her dirty. So I couldn't forgive myself for this shit that I did. So in order for me to forgive myself, it took a while. I couldn't even cry. I had numbed myself with substances so bad that I couldn't even cry. I couldn't cry. I couldn't feel nothing like that. I basically was just dead. I was literally dead then too. So what happened was, I was astral travel on purpose. See, here's the thing. Now, I've been saying this shit 4 years ago. I've been screaming the stuff that I'm telling you now. You can direct your consciousness to where you go. You can create, like, how is heaven created? You got to create the heaven now. The heaven that you want to stay in when you leave here, you got to create it now. You got to create it now. You got to visualize it now. You got to visit it now 5 minutes a day. You got to meditate and visualize it and feel it right now. You got to create heaven right now. And I promise you, upon the dying moment, go to that place. Go to that place. And I swear on my life, you're going to be there. If all you want to do is be a fisher, and you dreaming of your dream fish life, you got your RV on the side, you got your family, your friends, whoever you want, y'all just having a good time. That's a memory. You creating a memory. Heaven is a memory that you create right now. This is pure gold, because now we know. Now we know better. As per the law of wisdom, you know better, you what? You do better. You do better. So now we're going to do better than others that came before us. Why? Because we got a better opportunity, because we got a better position, because we know better. We see more. And so now to get back to that, I'm going to jump back to that. Jumping back to when I went to the past, I finally made it, y'all. It took me about 30 days, but I made it to that. I picked the right timeline. And I made it. I swear to God. I did a meditation. I drank my tea. This was early in the morning. I did a meditation. I woke up at 9 o'clock. I did a meditation. I drank my tea. Right now, this is true. Now, it took some time. It didn't happen on the first time. It did not happen on the first time. It happened on like the 30th time. I did it. I was meditating. And next thing you know, I just transcended. I just left. And I woke up. Now this was a real parallel experience. I woke up. And when I woke up, I was standing at my grandmama's door. I swear to God. And this was not a dream, because I wasn't asleep. This wasn't a dream. I traveled there. What? Live restricted for some audiences. This was not a dream. I traveled there. So once I got to, because I had a plan. I had a plan that I was going to go see that timeline when I found out that I could time travel and that I was timeless, that I was going to go see my grandmama and I was going to change what I did to her. Right? Now, she had already been telling me as a spirit that what happened was the way it had to. Tay, what happened and what went down between us is what had to. And she also was the one who told me that you get 3 days to roam and to just figure shit out before you get a choice to choose where you want to go. And you get to do anything you want to do during those 3 days when you're transitioned from your physical body. She said one of the things she wanted to go do was she wanted to go find out if the story that I told her about being essayed by my dad for 3 years when I was 9 years old true. This whole time, they shunned me, everybody, the family, they didn't talk to me. I was gonna say your people did this, but we all know what really happened. We all know what really happened and what was going on. That was my boyfriend, right? So what happened is when she passed away, she was curious. She found out and she was like, okay, I can just go there. Take me that moment. She said the timeline took her there. The universe, God, took her there to the moment that was happening to me. And she felt it as if she was me. She was me going through the experience I was going through with my dad. Biological, by the way, right? Now, I don't tell a lot of people this anymore because that's that old timeline. But this deserves to be spoken of at this very present moment because y'all need to know how serious this transformational process is and how you can use it. So I'm only sharing my story right now as a tool for you to be able to help navigate your own life and your own experience. I don't want nobody feeling sorry, feeling sad. It's okay. You know, I'm sure I'm not the only girl who was SA'd by their biological father at 9 years old, all the way till they ran away from 12. I've been taking care of myself since 12 years old. I'm 35 now. You feel what I'm saying? I've been taking care of myself. Okay, so anyways, she said that that's how, you know, she experienced it. And so she was able to forgive me because she said, I didn't have no choice but to hate people, but to hate myself, but to treat people wrong, but to not feel love because of that situation happening, that betrayal, You know what I'm saying? That was like the biggest form of betrayal to me as a child. And so that shaped my future, my adult reality. That shaped my adult reality. So now we got, grandma was good on her side, but we kept meeting in the astral realms because I wasn't good on my side. She already forgave us in a situation that so that she can move on, but she couldn't fully move on. A piece of her was with me still, was attached to me like a spiritual attachment because I couldn't move on from it. I couldn't forgive myself from it. I couldn't let it go. So I created this plan, this huge plan, and it's in my book called How to Heal Trauma in 7 Days. True book. And so I went and I practiced and I time traveled my ass to that timeline. And when I got there, it was a little different. It was a little different, but it was mostly the same. My ex-wife was behind me and we was right there at the door and grandma opened the door. And I remember, and it was me. I was in my body. It was me. I was like, hey, grandma, what's up? It's me. And so she looked and she was like, hey, everything happened the same, right? But I knew that I was going to change though. I was not going to make the same decision that I made on that other timeline. So,
get over here!
What happens, guys? What happens, guys? No matter what, in the parallel reality, in that timeline that I time traveled to, astrally, I started blacking out. Right? I asked her, I was like, Grandma, can I use your card? And she told me no, just like she told me on that timeline. But I was so geeked up for drugs. I was like, so geeking for drugs and shit that I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just take her shit. I'm gonna be right back. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just going fuck her boundaries. I'm gonna just do this, right? And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, right? It's fucked up. But I forgave it, and we good now. You feel me? But this my truth. This my truth. You know, people respect authenticity, and if you can't be authentic and true to yourself, who the fuck can you be authentic and true to? Who? If I can't be true to y'all, then you can't be my people. There's no way. Right? Because I accept myself, and so you all should be able to accept me too. And those that can't accept me, they probably can't accept themselves. So I ain't even, it is what it is. So, you know, right? When she still told me no, she said, no, you can't use my car because ain't nobody driving my car today. Because I don't want nobody driving my car today. But I didn't, at this time, she never told me that she had brain cancer. I didn't know. But if I knew that she had brain cancer, would I have made a different decision? No. And I'm gonna be freaking vulnerable right now. Would I have made a new decision? No. Why? Because when I went back there, right when she said no, in my head, I said, okay, I'm not gonna take the car, right? I swear to God, because I was still conscious and I knew that I was in the actual moment. I was in that memory. I was in a memory that I was trying to alchemize. So I told myself like, damn. So I told myself like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just chill. And I could not fight it, y'all. So as I was trying to do the right thing, I started getting unconscious. In the experience, I started like blacking out and getting unconscious and shit. Next thing you know, I was driving the fucking car up the street, and I remember thinking like, damn, I still made the same. How did I get here? I still made the same decision. That's because I couldn't change that. I couldn't change that decision I made. I couldn't change that reality.
But I still feel that was the best.
No matter what, some shit is just meant to fucking happen, and you got to deal with it. Okay, so I woke up right after I was in the car. I was driving. I blacked out, and I woke up meditating where I left my body at. My body was still there, sitting there in Indian style in front of my little altar that I had at the moment. And I came back, and I was like, bro. And I grabbed my journal, and I couldn't believe it. I was like I just wanted to share my experience with people. But who's gonna believe that, right? But who's gonna believe that I time travel and that we can?
Who's gonna believe that?
Yes. And so, you know, it's I want y'all. I shared it because it's my truth, but I also want y'all to start tapping in to this, right? Tapping into that. And I really wanted to be on here for an hour, but I can't because I got something to do today. And so I'm gonna stay on here for a few more minutes and then I'm gonna just roll because I don't want to, you know, I gotta respect other people's time and everything like that. Just like I want other people to respect my time. So let me start packing my stuff up. I'm gonna still do the teas, y'all. I'm gonna come back later. So stick around. We gonna still do these. Stick around. I'm gonna come back later. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure you subscribe. This is part 1. We're gonna do a part 2. This is part 1. This is because this lecture was about to get real nasty, and I mean that in a good way. I mean that in a good way. So, you know, so also, now there's some events you can like go to another timeline and try to like hurt somebody or whatever just because, but it ain't gonna work. If something is not, I wanted to share with y'all, this is the power of the willpower. When it comes to the willpower, like nobody's more powerful than the willpower. So that's why when you create your own heaven, there's a practice, a meditation practice that I teach on my YouTube channel, but I'm gonna teach y'all again in part 2, just in case. And so it teaches you how to create your new heaven. I learned this from one of my senseis. One of my senseis taught me it, and so they're giving me the formula. Right, they're giving me the formula because, you know, my soul already graduated and I'm out of here when it's time for me to go. And that's why I need to practice, right? I need to practice on being conscious and, you know, that's why I'm on this new diet where I'm barely eating, but it's all good because I don't even need to eat that much, or I don't even need like whatever. You know, I've done it all before. You know, I've lost weight before. I lost weight, I gained it back, I lost it, I'm losing it again. And, you know, I just wanted to say, you know, I'm gonna see y'all in a little bit, but it was a part that, damn, I don't know, but since I gotta go, my energy ain't flowing through. But time travel is a real thing, and timeline jumping is actually real. I'm talking about real to where you can stay conscious through it, through your jumps. The more you believe it, the more confident you are that this is really happening in your reality, the more it really happens in your actual reality. To where more people than you are seeing it. To where more people than you are seeing it. To where people are witnessing this shit.
Man or woman.
Alright, let me.
Woman or man,
let me get out of here.
I don't fucking care. I get knocked.
But yeah, I love y'all. I'm gonna catch up with y'all in about 5 hours.